Thank you. Serving you great wine.
So, who's ready for Jay Wright to completely destroy Kelvin Sampson's program? At least that's what I hope happens. Well, who knows? Anyway, we're live. Game's starting in about 10 minutes. And luckily after this video, maybe a little bit during it, I'm going to have some nice brisket, hopefully to celebrate a Villanova victory. What are your predictions for this game? Hey, Stormtrooper. How are you doing? And what's your prediction for tonight?
Yeah, maybe Lucas would like to be a chef or something.
I'm currently at, we're at a family friend's house. My family and I are. Hi, Cool, OSU. How are you doing?
Really good. We're into this, you're not. We're into it.
Houston's favored by 3 whole points. And the over-under is 127. Wow. So I don't know. You hope Villanova wins. Well, I hope Villanova wins too. So, that makes the both of us. I don't like Houston either. I don't see how really anyone can like Houston for that matter. I just don't. But whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Can't complain. Same, but Houston has been looking good lately. Yes, they have. They dismantled Arizona. I think, what was it, like 2 nights ago? They dismantled Arizona. It was horrible. Terrible. And how about St. Peter's beating Purdue, which just proves the point that Matt Painter is very suspect in March Madness. So, yeah. Game starting in 5 minutes. Yeah, game starting in 5 minutes. Oh, come on.
I remember he was so prolific. Like, he could just pick up an instrument and...
Can't believe Houston was a 5 seed and someone just dropped something in the background. Can't believe Houston. I mean, I can believe Houston was a 5 seed because their schedule was pretty weak, but just the way they're playing and how well they did last year kind of proves the point that they were not a 5 seed. Cool OSU says, I'm confident enough that St. Peter's will beat UNC to advance to the Final Four, but it's not an easy task. And UNC is hot. They're a really hot team. Like, it's phenomenal how hot of a team they are. It's crazy. So I'm excited, and I think everyone should be excited for this game, but specifically the St. Peter's UNC game, which I plan on live reviewing and hosting a watch party myself tomorrow. But that's going to be the only thing I do tomorrow. No video tomorrow. Maybe one Monday. I don't know Monday though. You know, doing what I did Friday or Thursday, and then doing this today on vacation with, you know, like exams and other stuff to do is kind of cramming everything into a tight window. So I think having Monday as a break, I work Monday as well for my tree service job. It'll be nice. Villanova's good. Houston's good. I think Villanova has the coaching edge. I think Houston obviously has an edge on defense. Villanova probably has the best individual player in Colin Gillespie. So that's my opinion. That's my thoughts.
It's a little medallion that you flip up and down.
Yeah. Oh well.
The only way you can know what's an a la carte and what's part of what you paid for is if you had read the menu. So you come out.
Ooh, yeah. Game's coming on again for those of you who are new here or who are growing a little impatient. Game's coming on in about 2 minutes. But until then, there's not much I can do about it. It's not like I can force the game to start early. It's next to impossible to do. So yeah. Ryan. O-H... No. Go Blue. Go Blue. But thanks for joining us, Ryan. Who are you cheering for? You probably left the second I said that. Funny.
Every time some guy would come by with some meat, she looked at me. Like, it's like a thumbs up or thumbs up to get it, because it's joke. And they probably, oh, we have some. No, I did. She's like, I want that guy to come.
Why do you not like Houston? I think they are just bland. It's really just Kelvin Sampson's history is why I don't like. I mean, you know, the sanctions at Indiana and such. And they're just, I mean, I don't know. They're kind of annoying in a sense, like bland. Ryan, Nova. Yes, so it seems like everyone in this chat pretty much agrees that Villanova, that they want Villanova to win. That's a good thing. Chat unity. Chat unity. Yeah, so tonight might be a little noisier than normal, but that's okay. It's just like kind of a one-time thing. I'm on vacation, but I still wanted to do this. Oh, man. I am not tired, but, you know, just kind of waiting for this game to start. Start and finish. I think that I'm just going to say that Villanova's going to win. A, because I don't like Houston, and B, Jay Wright. Every time Jay Wright has gotten past, I think, the Sweet 16 or round of 32, he's, you know, at least recently reached the national title game. Let me look up his record. I don't know. I just think Houston, it's like last season, they were good, they looked good, but they only got so far before they got bodied by a team that had better talent and faced tougher opponents. Yeah, every time Jay Wright has gotten past the Sweet 16 since 2011, when he had his last losing record, his teams have went on to win the national title. So we'll see. We shall see. You go before then, he's reached and lost in the Final Four, and even the Elite Eight in 2005 and 6. But I'm excited. I am excited. I think game is just about to begin. So let me get the remotes, and I'll be right back.
This is the corned beef style of brisket.
How do you get to the...
Fat one, upper left, guide.
More?
Page up, page up, page up.
Just scroll.
Look at Empire, the other page up. No, you're going down instead of up.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry. You're going up in terms of numbers, but you're going down in terms of... And look, I said hot and Empire Strikes Back this year. Keep going.
Up or down?
It's up in there, but it's down in terms of numbers.
We got lots of water.
Is that the one?
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. We're back on. Got 5 nice concurrent viewers, and tip-off is just about to begin. It'll be also nice watching, I forget, it's Duke and Arkansas. I think Duke's gonna win that game. Though you never know. Tip-off just begun, and it goes to Houston. I feel like Houston might win this, but this should be a close game. St. Peter's is going to win the entire thing. That'd be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. And almost a turnover by Houston. Villanova has it.
Did I get the spicy one?
I don't think so. You went over from there.
Villanova tries for a 3, and it goes. Villanova takes a 3-0 lead off of a 3. The 3 was by... It's loading. I don't know his name. Edwards, who had a really good game, misses the 3 for Houston, goes back to Villanova. Gillespie has it. It was Jermaine Samuels with the 3 for Villanova. And Villanova with a nice jumper. Nice. 5-0 lead for Villanova and the Wildcats. Gillespie with the rebound. I think that was Jamal Shed who missed the layup. Samuels passes it to Gillespie, who passes it to Dixon, and Dixon barely misses the 3, and it will be Houston ball. So far, Villanova playing a good game. Houston might need a little extra pizzazz, and they missed their shot. Or turnover, actually. And a nice block and steal, but he went out of bounds. That was a nice play. That was a nice play by, I think, Carlton. Jermaine Samuels did not have a great play there. It was Josh Carlton who blocked it. Villanova. Nope. Slater misses the 3, rebounded by Houston. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Houston gets the first points. Their first points, not the first points of the game. 5-2 Villanova. Gillespie has it. He wants the 3, but he drives in. It's passed out back to him. Samuels passes it to... Oh. Missed 3 by Villanova. It's Justin Moore who missed the 3-point jumper. 16:40 left in the game. 3 by Houston does not go. Rebounded by Villanova. And Dixon, I believe. Justin Moore, pardon me. Dixon has the ball for Villanova. He drives, goes up, barely misses. Houston rebound. Houston has been playing really nice defense. Jamal Shed denied. Probably should have been a foul. Houston fans now booing. Gillespie has the basketball. Passes it back. And a foul is called on Houston for containing Samuels and preventing him from getting a shot off. 5-2 Villanova at the first media timeout. It's awesome.
Something weird is happening.
You're right.
I mean, I could have left it that way, but...
You're right. I totally misplayed it. She saw the whole thing.
Jack Harrington, how are you doing? He thinks Houston's going to win. Not going to lie, F1 is going to be awesome this year. What are you referencing? Yeah, media timeout. You know, Villanova is making the better plays. They're showing that they're the better offensive team, but Houston's just scrappy. They have that elite defense.
And he's streaming live.
So, yeah. Can't wait for the NHL playoffs to begin after the tourney. I don't watch national hockey. Can you tell me who the best team in the NHL is? And who do you think's going to win the NHL playoffs? Welcome, new viewers. This is a watch party. You're basically just, listening to me talk about the game and call it. Boring commercial break right now. I don't think Gillespie's had a single point yet. No. He's had 1 rebound. 1 rebound. And if you look at the stats, Villanova's been shooting 20% from 3. They've been shooting 28.6% total. Houston's shooting 20% total. They do have 2 turnovers, and Villanova has 5 rebounds to Houston's 4. Just the racing. A lot of crazy stuff is happening right now. Also, Mercedes is not dominating, which is a plus. Sam tries to call the game while his family tries to eat dinner in the background. Yep. That's literally what's going on. We're at a family friends, otherwise I don't think the setup would exactly be like this, but it's perfectly okay. I'm fine with it. How are you doing, by the way, Dunedin? How are you doing? I cannot believe St. Peter's is in the Elite Eight either. I mean, Purdue had so much size advantage on them. They should have destroyed them. And yet, no. Wasn't that way. Wasn't that way at all. That was asinine. Seeing them just take the L. Seeing Purdue take that L. So, free throws for Villanova. And it's good. Brandon Slater makes his first free throw. And his second free throw is good as well. Brandon Slater 2 for 2 on his free throws. 7-2 Villanova. Houston drives, pass, that results in a turnover. So Houston now with 3 turnovers. Kelvin Sampson is not happy. It's a turnover by Taze Moore. Or Taze Moore, maybe is how you pronounce it. We have 16 concurrent viewers. Remember to stay on, enjoy. Here, this is a live watch party. The bigger the better. And share this video around to others who you think would appreciate a watch party for basketball. Gillespie has it. Gets a failed screen. He passes it. Villanova, the shot clock's running out. But a nice fake and a layup by Villanova to give them a 9-2 lead over Houston. It was Jermaine Samuels with the awesome play. Houston's scrappiness is not paying off right now. Jamal Shed has it. He tries for 3. It does not go. Rebounded by Villanova. Jay Wright, solid coaching. So far seems to be paying off. Houston's only had 2 points in the first 5 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. It's insane. Gillespie has the ball. He's trying to drive somewhat. Dixon has it for Villanova. Shot clock is running down.
We got T-Mobile for that, which is Verizon, right? T-Mobile and Verizon.
Houston ball. That was a nice defensive series by Houston, but they have not scored in 3 minutes and 30 seconds about, and they've only scored 2 points in the past 6 minutes. Shed has it for Houston. Gets a screen. Doesn't really do anything, though. Passes it. 3 by Houston. Does not go. Houston is shooting pretty poorly right now, but Villanova is also playing pretty solid defense. 13:35 remaining, and Houston is 0 of 4 from 3. Jermaine Samuels got the defensive rebound.
Batteries out of the car.
Are you serious? Yeah. Okay.
And a 3 by Villanova does not go, rebounded by Houston.
Sheriff come out, and he said the sheriff went over to the trailer park and said it'd be really nice if you returned the
Shed is being guarded by
back
Dixon,
and then he said he went
I
out
believe.
and it was there.
And another attempted 3 by Edwards does not go either. And ball is off of Jermaine Samuels. So it will be Houston ball still. Jay Wright is not happy, but still, you have to admire Villanova's defense. They've held Houston to only 2 points in 7 minutes. It's crazy, and they lead by 7. We have 23 and a foul. I think a foul on Gillespie for running into someone. So 1 foul for each team. I put 100 in Villanova to win it all, LOL, for 2K. My dad has Villanova winning it all. Jake Sullivan, how cold is Michigan? It's about freezing where I am. Michigan's in the 20s right now where I am, but I'm in East Jordan, so the upper part of the lower peninsula. A nice attempted layup by Houston, but it fails. If you're new to this video, if you're on right now, give this video a like. Let's try and get it to 15 likes. Jumper does not go. Rebounded by Jamal Shed. And 0 points in the last 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Crazy. Houston can't buy a bucket. Stormtrooper, it certainly looks like that. They bought a dunk there, though. It was a nice passing series. That was Edwards. Simpson has got to be mad. Now Villanova with a scoring drought. 0 points in the last 3 minutes and 7 seconds for them. 3 attempt goes. Nice response by Villanova. 12-4. That was Daniels. No, that was Samuels, pardon me. Looked like Daniels for some reason, but I don't think there's a Daniels on the Villanova team. No, there is. It was Daniels, Caleb Daniels, assisted by Chris. I don't know these names super well, and that was a nice layup by Jamal Shed. It's a really nice play. 12-6 Villanova still with 11:16 remaining. Houston shooting even worse than Michigan did the other night against Villanova. If they crush Houston, that's actually what I want Villanova to do, really, is to destroy Houston. Daniels, nice jumper, 14-6 Villanova. Nice jumper. Gillespie's out right now, by the way, even though he has only 1 foul. 10:49 remaining. And a foul on Villanova. It's on Slater for blocking. Yeah, so 14-6. They're up by 8. I know a lot of people didn't expect that. Villanova's given a 62.2% chance to win. It's actually a foul on Chris Arkindian-Kono. That's who the foul was on. Jack, Kelvin it's just, it's crazy. Good video today, by the way. Thank you, Blue. I'm only going to really answer comments during halftime, maybe some during the commercial breaks, but whatever. There's only so much I can do while live reviewing. Really shouldn't be doing much more than just, talking to the viewers at hand. So, yeah. And the OSU video actually did very well this morning. It got a ton of views, and it's still getting a good amount of views, too. The watch time is gone significantly down for that video, though. But I think that's because the video is about a topic it's closer to a week old than not. So, makes sense to me. I'm not going to be complaining whatsoever. Yeah, video's getting views. Not getting a lot of watch time, but views are views. So, yeah. Hoping tonight's going to be a big night. So thanks, Blue. Yeah, Houston has 3 turnovers. That's the main story, along with the fact that they're shooting 0% from 3. Villanova's only shooting 25% too. Houston is 0 of 5 from 3. That'll change. They're 3 of 11 total field goals. Villanova's 5 of 13 total field goals, and they're 2 of 8 from 3. So Villanova with an 8-point lead with 10:42 remaining in the first half. 10:42. Do you think OSU is your biggest viewer base? It's OSU, and I would say Michigan was surpassed by Nebraska this fall. I'd say it's OSU and Nebraska. Michigan probably is the second biggest fan base that regularly watches my content, but whenever I post a Nebraska video, all my Nebraska subs immediately become active because I'm like the only non-Nebraska fan who covers them to a certain degree. So, OSU's definitely my biggest viewer base. Michigan's up there too, but Michigan fans in general are active on... Michigan fans are probably the second most active, but Nebraska would be my second largest viewer base, if that makes sense. Jabari Wilson, do you think Houston gonna win? I hope not, but it's always possible. Houston makes their first free throw to make it a 14-7 game. Robert Light, like Hurricanes this year, or Tampa three-peat. And Houston makes their second free throw to make it a 14-8 game. That was Jawan Roberts making his free throws. Gillespie's back on. $10:35 remaining. Daniels. It's going to be a blocking foul. Houston got good defense. They totally do. They have fantastic defense. He almost drew a charge there, but he wasn't set up in time. Was not set up in time, so Caleb Daniels will go to the line. Second foul on Houston. And he makes his first. So 15-8 game in favor of Villanova. But will he make his second? Daniels. And it goes. 16-8 Villanova. Houston with the third-ranked defense in the country by points allowed. Villanova with the 23rd. So both top 25 defenses. Jamal Shed has it for Houston. You're approaching the 10-minute mark. Shed drives. His layup goes. Nice. 16-10 Villanova. So now Gillespie has it. He's going to pass it to Daniels, who passes it to Anna Travel on Villanova. So Houston finally getting some wiggle room here. It's Villanova's first turnover of the game. Hope Arkansas ends Coach K's career tonight. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen. Stormtrooper, I don't care if Coke Zero is the best ever. Travel on Houston.
He might be texting.
Wow, so Houston had an opportunity to close the gap, get some momentum, and they themselves turned over the ball. Once again, that was Carleton with the turnover. So Houston with 4 turnovers, Villanova with 1. Gillespie has it, being guarded by Shed, and a 3 attempt by Nova. It does not go. Rebounded by Houston and given to Jamal Shed. 9 minutes remaining exactly. He passes it to Edwards. Shed with the 3. It's short. Rebounded by Nova. Nova is so well coached. Jay Wright with 2 national titles. It's amazing.
Of the media, like when Judy was 5th or 6th grade, she was playing some game, and she was playing with other kids.
Villanova drives, and a foul. Foul on Carleton. So Villanova will go to the line for 2. This would be crazy if Arkansas wins tonight versus Duke. It would be crazy. And it could happen, but I don't know. Duke has looked sketchy, but they come out clutch, and it's because of good coaching. Their team overall and their talent is not the best in the world, but their coaching is one of the best. I mean, you could argue it is the best. It probably is, with how good of a coach Coach K is. Villanova hit their first free throw, and they make their second. Yes, 18-10 Villanova. Jermaine Samuels with those points, number 23. Trying to get these names right. Daniels, I think, is 14. Gillespie is number 2. Shed has it. Passes it to Edwards, who passes it back to Shed. Gets a little bit of a screen, but doesn't do much. Shed then drives, tries for a jumper, and it's rebounded by Villanova. Doesn't work. It's too short, bounces off the rim. I mean, Villanova came out, established a lead, and it's been steady ever since, and Kelvin Sampson wants someone to sub in. Gillespie's been well contained, though. I don't think he has a single point still, but other guys stepping up. Gillespie wanted the 3, didn't get it, though. Again, Houston with that scrappy defense. Gillespie, though, 3 is no good. It's short. They've been containing him nicely, but they're down by 8, Houston is. I think there's a flop warning on Villanova, and they nearly got away with a foul. They knocked Edwards down after that 3. So 18-10 at the next media timeout. Villanova's now given a 68.1% chance to win this game. It's amazing. 36 concurrent viewers. This is awesome. And 5 likes as well. Let's try and get that like count to 15. And if you want to see more of these live reviews, watch parties, live streams, whatever you want to call them, click the notification bell so that you can get notified when I schedule a stream, and hit that subscribe button as well. This is awesome. I don't care about Coke coffee. I don't either. Frankly, I don't like Coke. I don't like coffee, period, nor do I like Coca-Cola. So I just don't care. I'm hoping, because this is going to be this Villanova possession, I hope Colin Gillespie hits a 3 to make it an 11-point game. Or that they take a, double-digit lead. That would be awesome. Because Houston hasn't used a timeout yet. I'm hoping Villanova forces Houston to use a timeout. That would be awesome. But Villanova very much right now in a position to... They're doing what they need to do to win. And their best player is being contained, and yet Houston cannot stop them from scoring. This team can totally win it all. totally win it all. So, oh wow, wow. 23 degrees. Yep. 7:19 remaining. Houston, their leader in points is Jamal Shed. Jermaine Samuels is Villanova's leader in points. Villanova with 11 rebounds, Houston with 10. Again, the turnovers and the lack of three-point shooting is what's killing Houston. Houston has 4 turnovers to Villanova's 1. Houston is now 0 of 7 from 3, while Villanova's 2 of 9. And Houston's 4 of 15 period. 4 of 15 period from anywhere but 3. Well, everywhere including 3, actually. They're 2 of 2 from 3 free throws. Villanova is 6 of 6 from free throws. They're, I think, the best free throw shooting team in the country. So the more fouls they can draw, the better in every aspect. Kelvin Sampson does not look happy, and I hope he remains angry for the rest of this game. Gillespie has it. He passes it to Dixon. And a foul on Houston again. Reaching over the back. It's a foul on White. So 4 fouls on Houston, 2 on Villanova. Gillespie has it, passes it out to Dixon. You know, Houston's defense is phenomenal, but we'll see what they can do. And 3 does not go, rebounded by Houston with 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Brandon Slater missed the 3 right there. And a missed jumper by Houston cannot get a shot to fall. And Villanova's struggling too, but you know Villanova's going to be... They're going to go hot at some point because they're just a better shooting team than Houston is. Granted, Houston will eventually make a 3. It would be astonishing if they went 0 of whatever from 3. Another 3 that goes for Villanova. It's a 21-10 lead. That was crazy. Wow, that was Justin Moore. First basket assisted by Brandon Slater. And Houston's going to try their own 3, and it doesn't go. Rebounded by Gillespie. 21-10 Villanova lead. They're given a 75.7% chance to win. Can Houston get a stop? Because they need him. CFB addict. Sam the commentator. Oh, I that's what I'm trying to be. Gillespie drives, looks around, trying for some help, passes it out to Slater. Slater goes up for a layup, doesn't go. And there will be a foul on Villanova for reaching over the back. Wow. .506 remaining. And an easy. A layup. They missed the layup. And that should have been called. Houston missed an easy layup. That's horrible. Houston cannot get a shot off. And they're not disciplined with shooting either. And a 3 by Villanova does not go. But wow, that was an easy shot that they just missed. Another easy opportunity. It finally goes for Houston to make it a 21-12 game. Villanova still leads by 9, though. Colin Gillespie has the ball. 4:25 remaining. He looks determined. And a turnover by Villanova. Houston finally getting something. Daniels turns it over. Got a little shove, but still. Physicality happens. It's not illegal to be physical in basketball. It just isn't, nor should it be. And another easy basket. Houston being scrappy. They're on a 4-0 run right now. Let's see if their defense can save them. Kelvin Sampson has still not taken a timeout yet. Gillespie has it. 3:49 remaining. Houston is trying hard on defense. Dixon. And a foul is called. Foul called on Houston. Dixon tried to make a layup, and he was fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2. Wow. So Houston showing some life, but Villanova will likely make at least one of their free throws. I'm unbiasedly rooting for the downfall of Shaheen Holloway. Houston shooting sucks. It's 30 degrees in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Sam. I can't wait to move to a southern state. You're a Alabama fan, right? And you live in Grand Rapids? How is that? Explain that one to me. That was a foul on Fabian White Jr. That's his second. Gillespie still has 0 points, but Houston's still leading and, kind of dominating this game. Villanova is. Not Houston. It's crazy. Both teams are now shooting exactly 30% field goals, but Villanova, they've made some threes, and that's so far been the difference of this game. Less turnovers for them, and their better efficiency at shooting from 3. Hopefully Villanova can make both of their free throws. I lived here all my life. But how do you cheer? But then how do you cheer for Alabama? Is my question. I think Virginia gets pretty cold too. Virginia can get pretty cold. I hope Villanova leads by like 15 at the half. Not going to happen. Houston's defense is too good for that to happen. But I hope Villanova goes on this incredible run at the half. Probably going to eat. I'm probably going to eat a little bit too during the half, because I am getting pretty hungry. Oh, wow. That's funny. Wow. I started cheering for Alabama in 2006 and have done so since. That was before they even hired Nick Saban. So, wow. Good for you. Good for you. And it's been good for you ever since. It's kind of a funny way to put it. So, Eric Dixon, number 43. Let's see if he makes his first free throw. It goes. 22-14, lead us back to 8 for the Wildcats. Villanova given a 71.5% chance to win this game. At some point, it was in favor of Villanova by almost 80%. And Dixon, with his second free throw made, it's a lead of 9 for Villanova, 23-14. Houston is 0 of 8 from 3. 0 of 8.
cold air.
And a turnover on Houston.
But I was looking at it.
Turnover on Houston. It's going to be their 5th. Wow. And it's the second foul on, I think, Carlton. I think it was on Carlton. Wow.
I mean, it could be.
Gillespie has it. He's being guarded heavily by Jamal Shed. Gillespie, they're really guarding Gillespie well. Jamal Shed is. Dixon, offensive rebound by Villanova. It's rare that you'll out-rebound a team like Houston. It's very rare. Wow. And a turnover. Might have been a foul, but we don't know. And a basket. Villanova felt robbed there for a foul.
And it took her months. Our secretary had it too.
You mean the 2019 or 2020? You know, because
it came out.
And Jay Wright takes a timeout.
So then,
okay.
23-16, Villanova.
Because Emily had it in January.
Before everybody.
So, who do you think still wins at the moment? You streaming Duke and Arkansas tonight? No, I'm going to be eating. I'm starving already. But thankfully, basketball games are shorter than, football games, and since this game hasn't had a lot of fouls, it's running pretty quickly. Like, it's almost the end of the first half, and it's not even been an hour since the game's been on. So that's good.
Anyway, Janet, her life was so she said,
I hope Villanova makes another three-pointer. But who knows? Houston's defense is so good. Like, Villanova's struggling inside. It's because of their threes that they're winning. So we'll see what happens.
and then she's got this weird little cough.
They've contained Gillespie pretty well.
I shouldn't call it a cough, because the cough is the result of it. But all of a sudden, mucus would just start, and I said, well, maybe you should go get your allergies, because it's almost acting like an allergic reaction or something, or that, right?
So, I don't know.
Could be, because so she went ahead and nothing.
I like Villanova. It says IC. Kirk Lou. Let's go U of H and bring a trophy home. I'm rooting for Villanova. Sorry, Kirk. Thanks, but did you know that Alabama's been ranked number 1 in 13 consecutive seasons, but has only won 6 championships? That stat's funny. It's also the definition of, how you can use statistics to mislead people. Nick Saban's amazing. Absolutely goated of a head coach. Absolutely goated. It's crazy. Crazy. We have around 40 concurrent viewers. All of you stay on. Let's have a fun time. The more the merrier when it comes to a watch party. And it's going to be Villanova ball. Jay Wright took a timeout because he wanted to talk some things over with his team. That series was a pretty bad series, actually, by the Wildcats. Poor rebounding, and they let Houston, defensively manhandle them on the previous offensive series when they really had an opportunity to kind of put this game back in a double-digit lead. I think Zona was overrated, but it's early yet. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks like Villanova, if they continue to do what they're doing, should win in a close one. But, I mean, Villanova's a solid team. Really solid. They'll go with... Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they won it all. I just wouldn't be. I'd love it, too, because they beat Michigan, so that'd make Michigan look better. All right. Jumper does not go. Rebounded by Houston. Houston, they have like 4 people around the paint. Houston wanted to try for a 3. They try for a jumper. It doesn't work. Tipped off by Villanova. So Houston now with a chance to really close this game, which I do not want at all. I really do not want Houston to win this. I just don't. Another jumper attempt, and it goes to close the lead to 5. Gillespie's been contained, and Villanova's made 1 field goal in the last 10 attempts. That's a testament to how good Houston's defense is. And Houston has a large fan base too. They've also had an 8-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Let's see if Gillespie can change that. But they're gonna force Villanova to shoot from 3. And a foul on Shed. This is another issue with scrappy defense, is you're gonna get calls on a fast team like Villanova. Shed picks up his first, and that's gonna send Gillespie to the line for a 1-and-1. That makes Jamal Shed mad. It's foul number 7 for Houston. And the crowd's booing. You can feel the Houston presence here. Let's see if Colin Gillespie makes his free throw. And he does. 24-18. Somewhat softens the blow that Houston was providing. Let's see if he makes his second. Free throws are also really helping Villanova. He makes his second to make it a 7-point lead, 25-18. Colin Gillespie, they've contained him. Those were his first points of the evening. Were 2 free throws. 25-18. What will Houston do? Drive. Jumper doesn't go. Rebounded by Villanova. And Villanova, I think, is now going to slow it down. Let's see if they can get a 3 or do something. That'd be nice. At least in my opinion. Dixon has it. He's trying to drive. Plows his way in and gets a nice jumper to make it a 9-point lead again for the Wildcats. 27-18 Villanova. 48 seconds remaining. And there's a timeout. Villanova had a nice run. Had a little 4-0 run after that. After the 8-2 run stat was provided. 46 viewers, only 11 likes. What are we doing, folks? Thank you. I only hate... How can you hate St. Peter's? I don't get how you can hate St. Peter's. It's crazy. I don't get it. But Villanova... They're back to a 75% win chance. I mean, going into halftime with a lead above 5 is big in a game like this. I'm hoping they stop Houston and get a 3 so they can lead 30-12. That would be amazing. It's again Houston's turnovers, Villanova out-rebounding Houston, and Houston's fouls too. 7 personal fouls to Villanova's 3. It's only 4 more fouls, but still, it's given Villanova a bonus. And it can also put Houston's center and their forward, their only starting center and forward as they play 3 guards, it can put those 2 in foul trouble in the second half. Assuming they don't get 3 in this last 43 seconds. And a foul's called. That's a good foul, though, I would say. Don't want Houston to get easy points. It's only 4 on Villanova, too. So Cheney, who's shot 70% from the free throw line. No, it's 70% of his field goals. He makes his first. 27-19 Houston. There's a foul on Eric Dixon. That is his first for Villanova. So no one on Villanova is even close to foul trouble. Can Cheney make his second? Let's see. And no. Rebounded by Villanova. So an 8-point lead. They're going to slow it down. And we'll see what Villanova comes up with. Gillespie is off the field right now. Not the field, the court. Not speaking in football terms here. But Houston playing that scrappy defense. Villanova drives inside, completely misses. And I think it's Jermaine Samuels So, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. What will Houston do? 3. Jumper by Jamal Shed. It was a foul on Jermaine Samuels, so Houston will go to the line for field goal, for free throws right before the half. That's not a good play. But Houston, again, just good rebounding. So, Roberts. They're debating the call, though, it looks like. Yup.
Which one's spicier?
I don't know.
So he'll get 2 shots. If he makes both of them, it only makes it a 6-point lead for Villanova at the half. And he misses his first. So Villanova, being a elite free throw shooting team, is really helping them right now. Same with their 3-point shooting. Let's see if Roberts makes his second. Yes, he does. 0.1 seconds remaining. It's just going to be a heave. Yep. 27 to 20. It's a 7-point Villanova lead at the half. Villanova given a 73% chance to win this game at the half, according to ESPN's Basketball Power Index. That's not... Well, it actually is Sparty behind me. Honestly, if Michigan played Duke, they wouldn't be making the Sweet 16. Listen, I know you're an MSU fan. But I would... The way Michigan played, Tennessee and Colorado State in that second half, I don't know. And I still believe... We'll see how Duke plays tonight, but Duke has had their soft moments in just about every game. That's just my opinion. But, I don't know. I'd say it's stupid to try and debate that Michigan or MSU is better than one another. I think it's stupid. They've played too close. If Michigan made, the Final Four and Michigan State only made the round of 32, it's a different story. Reed, do you think Texas A&M could emerge as a college football superpower? Yes, but I don't think they're making the playoff or even coming close to making the playoff this year. I just don't. I think it'll take a while for that recruiting class to cycle through. So, yeah. I'm going to take like a 3-minute break, probably grab some water and grab some food, and then I'll be right back. So, I'll be back. We're back. Halftime is, you know, halftime.
12 cards, queen for
But
one.
whatever.
Last round, king for one. Okay. And then what you have to do to late, it's called 5 crowns.
I was starving, so
And there's,
I'm sorry.
well, no.
Starving.
So the thing is if you win the round, you have to be the first one to go out. To go out, you have to lay a minimum of 3 cards. So you can lay more than 3 cards, but it can't be less than 3 cards, okay? And so then you either have to lay down, they have to be all the same number, but they can be different colors.
Sam, give me 2 reasons why Aiden O'Connell won't win the Heisman.
They have to be in a row. The numbers have to be in a row.
1, he plays at Purdue. 2, he plays in the Big Ten West.
The same color.
3, he doesn't have the receiver talent to give him amazing numbers. And 4, he has streaks where he just throws way too many picks. Those are 4 reasons.
So it's easier to, so if you have 9 cards, you're looking for 3 sets of 3. That's the easiest.
I would hate to see Dabo leave Clemson.
If you have 4
It's getting way too much money to leave. But Alabama, I guarantee, would pay him more than Clemson would if, let's say, Saban retires.
The second hand is 4 cards, so now you have to have
Hey, Lath, how are you doing?
2 threes.
And Armand, great program.
Or you have to have 4 of a kind.
You can't add to the other.
Already got 100 views in the first 5 minutes of just people, you know, coming back and forth.
Anything down until you're ready to go out.
Let's check some of the comments.
You draw and discard. So you draw, and then decide can you go out or not, and then you discard a card.
All right.
You can draw from the draw pile, or you
Armand, you commented on my video about Penn State in 2022 thinking that they're better than 2021. I'm only mentioning it because I'm replying to it.
say I go out.
I do think it's going to be a pretty similar season, actually. I think it might even look rougher than this past season. But I think 2023,
But if you don't go out, then
2023 Penn State will be a true threat, I think, at least.
those are 25 and 50.
Penn State will truly be a tougher, better team in 2023.
Tell you when you're marching off the gang thing.
You're not just moving, but I'm not listening.
Wait. You lost me, and so the rules are.
And it's mainly, and I'm not going to like type all this out because, you know, I'm doing a live review, but I think Penn State is going to struggle because, you know, they lose their defensive coordinator, their O-line. It's not going to dramatically, again, good things normally take time to build. There are exceptions, but those exceptions are because of great coaching. Penn State they're you know, not going to lie, they're kind of a disaster to a certain degree. Franklin's not a big game coach, and what happens when you're around when you're around coaches that aren't big game coaches, you eventually just figure them out like a puzzle, and that's what happened to Franklin this year. His team's led in every game, and a lot of that was due to, like, you know, Jahan Dotson, for example. You know, like guys like Jahan Dotson, defenders. You know, it was mainly those. I mean, Penn State actually does return a lot. It was also, I would credit his amazing defensive coordinator Brent Pry, and you can't forget, gosh, Jaquan Brisker, their safety, and they have a few other of their secondaries. A lot of their secondary and wide receivers giving them just good plays, but they would always, you know, choke at the end of games. Isn't Sean Clifford? Yep, Sean Clifford coming back and him likely starting over Aller and the other backup from Canada. His name briefly slipped my head. Clifford's holding him back, and him leaving will be a new while Clifford is their quarterback, and he was reinforced as the starter a few weeks ago, like publicly by Penn State and James Franklin, I don't see Penn State contending. I just don't. I don't see it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing.
Sue will make you feel good. Okay, Dave. What is this?
Johnny Walker.
That's nice.
Blues Field?
Maybe we'll take it on my shirt.
So, yeah. I don't know at this point. I'm excited. I'm excited for college football. I'm excited for figuring out where I'm going to college. I'm excited for everything. I'm just excited for life in general.
To do the same thing.
Oh, we keep playing?
Yeah.
Is what I'm excited for. Man, the OSU videos gained me like 50 subs. Ohio State's community is just amazing.
No.
I take you're going to watch the Michigan spring football game. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm hoping to. I still haven't figured out how you get tickets or anything. If anyone knows how to get tickets for that game, let me know in the comments because I'm still looking. I'm still looking.
No, she did. I just didn't.
So this is
I don't
about
think this drives
I'm shuffled it over and over and over again.
I think it's got long sleeves.
You just went to the bathroom before.
Oh, that's true. May you see on the account.
So we're not playing anymore?
Yes, we are. On the account.
So it would be picked up here or here?
Yes.
Such good mac and cheese. Same with this brisket.
Yeah, see, I have no chance of being able to today. So I'm just
I don't either.
yeah, somebody can pick.
Oh, wait, if you put that Jack, you should have 2 rounds and a 3.
Penn State may lose 4 games this fall. I'm actually thinking 5.
Three. This round is
At Auburn, at Purdue,
no, those are Jack.
at Michigan.
Yes.
Uh,
So what do you have?
and then I have them losing home games to Minnesota and Ohio State.
So get rid of
I think Minnesota, good secondary to lock down Penn State's wide receivers. Their defense all around is normally solid, especially their linebacker core, and that'll match up well against Penn State's poor O-line and run game. So I think Minnesota's defense will effectively shut down
Well, why do we have to
Penn State's offense. That will be a low-scoring game and an interesting one. The Minnesota-Penn State game is going to be an interesting game because it's one Penn State can easily win. Probably their easiest win that I have being a loss. And it's similar with Michigan State and Maryland. Or maybe even Michigan State, Minnesota. Michigan State faces Minnesota and Maryland, hosting Minnesota, playing at Maryland. And I think Minnesota is the better team than Maryland, but Maryland has a better matchup with Michigan State. And Michigan State, in those 2 games, it's going to be interesting because they're going to be very close games, and it's going to be interesting to see how the matchups and coaching staff and the mentality and the home field or lack thereof will help State or not help them. I think Michigan State and Penn State are the, kind of mystery teams. I think most are pretty certain Michigan's going to be a top 3 Big Ten East team, and most are pretty certain Ohio State's going to be the best or at worst second best team in the East. Michigan State and Penn State are uncertain, but they're definitely far from the bottom. And Maryland, Rutgers, Indiana. At some point, what's interesting about the Big Ten East too is at some point, one of those teams in the bottom 3 is going to rise up and have a streak to where they are not in the bottom half of the division, and that's going to be interesting. And my guess would be, I don't even have a guess right now. I mean, Maryland looks poised to do something like that this year to a certain degree. But they also, once you lose Talia Tagovailoa and some of those wide receivers, who else do you have? Rutgers probably has the best individual head coach out of those 3 teams. But at the same time, he deals with the worst talent level. And Indiana, I don't even know what happened to Indiana. They went from having a really good year to being 2-10. Now I don't even know what I think of them. Auburn better have a good season or Harsin is in trouble. It's unfortunate because Auburn they're a curious case because they think they want to be Alabama. That's why they fired Gus Malzahn, despite the fact that Gus Malzahn went to 2 SEC championship games, won it once, and beat Alabama numerous times. It's because Auburn doesn't want Bama to... they want to be Bama to a certain degree, which is interesting. They have insane expectations. It's probably the hardest job in the nation. They should give him an extra year. And I think his team will slightly improve, despite a lot of the outgoing transfers and stuff. I think they'll slightly improve from this past season. But yeah. So, and the fact we have 50 viewers at halftime is pretty cool. Halftime started, a few minutes ago? Something like that.
I gave you a bonus there.
In case you want to change your mind. Yeah.
Let you do mine for state.
So I have 2 wilds, so I gotta run 6, 7.
I think Brian Kelly's going to fail at LSU.
4, 5, 6, 7. Your turn.
And I know that no one that's probably like kind of a unjustified take of mine, because he's had success everywhere else he's been. So if I'm wrong, then oh well, I'm wrong, and I just accept it. But I don't think he's going to succeed there. Listen, they have a great transfer portal class, and people everywhere mention it. They don't have a single tight end on their roster, from what I heard from Mike Valeni, and I trust him. So I'm just going to say, they don't have a single tight end on their roster. Last year, they had some talent at positions, except skill positions. Now they have Jaden Daniels, so now maybe they have a quarterback, but still. Notre Dame and the schedule they play is so different from the SEC. It's even different from the Big. It's dramatically weaker than the Big Ten schedule. You move Notre Dame to the SEC, to the Big Ten or SEC, they probably go 8-4 instead of getting the 10 wins, which is still an okay above average job. But at LSU, you don't win a national title in a few years, you're axed. You're done. How is Brian Kelly going to win a national title with the way he coaches? How? How's he going to win a title? Tell me. Does he have good talent? Yeah. Nick Saban owns him. Nick Saban straight up owns him. He's going to have to face Mike Leach. He's going to have to face Lane Kiffin, who probably hates him now because of how he dances. I mean, I look at LSU and Brian Kelly, and I'm like, what have you done? But at the same time, you wouldn't have thought that Ed Orgeron would have won a national title there. So I don't know. But I don't think it's going to work. I do not think Brian Kelly at LSU is not going to work. Just don't. Big Ten needs to cover both the West and East divisions so we can see Ohio State versus Michigan in the Big Ten championship. That might happen in a few years if they remove divisions. Do you think Juwan Howard is a good coach? I think that he's, he obviously has some character questions, but I think that he's at least I think he's an above average coach. I don't know about good. And I remember Les Miles, the guy who won with Nick Saban's recruits. Another reminder talking about Brian Kelly is, so Tommy Tuberville did very well at Auburn, like how Les Miles did at LSU. After Tuberville comes Gene Chizik, who wins a national title with a freakishly dominant year with a elite quarterback. After Les Miles is fired, Ed Orgeron comes around, wins a national title. Freakishly dominant team, or weirdly dominant team, with a freakishly elite QB. And what happened after that with Auburn? They had, a good year, like 1 or 2 great years. The rest were above average to mediocre at best, which I still think with how tough it is. You have to face Georgia every year, who's been consistently the toughest team in the East, along with the SEC West. That's, for a team like Auburn, that's like good. So LSU better get used to seeing some 8-5 seasons and putting up with it, because you can't go the route. At least it's hard to go the route of just, hiring and firing every so years if someone doesn't win more than one national title. It's ridiculous. I feel the same way about Billy Napier. I feel better about him, and here's why. I mean, he's proven, not as proven as Kelly, but he's recruiting at a very elite level, and he's young. He's also a Saban assistant. I view Saban assistants, give example Mel Tucker. Like, Mel Tucker and Billy Napier are not as experienced as Brian Kelly is, yet I almost give them more benefit of the doubt because they're Saban assistants. Like, if you're a Saban assistant, yes, Derek Dooley exists among with, others who did not matter that they were Saban assistants. They were just, kaput. Jimbo Fisher might even be at that point with how, he's going 8-4 at A&M at best, with the exception of 2020. So I don't know. But Billy Napier being a Saban assistant helps. He's also in the East, not the West, unlike Kelly. He does not face the same. In the East, yeah, you have Tennessee, yeah, you have South Carolina. But outside of Georgia, you're not going to see someone who's going to become a powerhouse in 2022 or 2023. I think it'll take longer than that, if I'm being honest with you. So, the game's back on, by the way. So, I'm going to have to end it here. Kirby Smart's creating a mini Bama. I don't think he will be what Nick Saban was. I think he'll win another national title or so. He's not going to have the same run, though. Maybe he can, but I don't think he will. He's been outcoached too many times by other head coaches, and it's just a little different. But Colin Gillespie has it. The game's begun, so you're not going to see me eat unless it's a commercial break anymore. Villanova, he has it. Pushing it back. Dixon blocked, but rebounded. And a travel. Houston's elite defense forces a turnover by the Wildcats. That possibly should have been a foul. Jay Wright is not happy. So some early momentum for Houston, perhaps. Remember, if you haven't already, like this video and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. Houston trying to feed low. And another travel by Houston. Same player. Carlton, I think. It's like this, 2 travels on one player. It's crazy. I tell you, Houston gets opportunities, and they just they mess up on their own way. Gillespie has not had a point outside of free throws, and Villanova drains a 3 to make it a 30-20 game. That was, I think, Dixon. Wow. Gillespie. Daniels, sorry. An offensive rebound. Carlton makes the jumper. That was a nice rebound series by Houston. They're good at rebounding. 30-22. Shed is guarding Gillespie beautifully. It's crazy. Jamal Shed. Samuels drives. Good layup. 32-22. 10-point lead for Villanova again with 18 minutes remaining. Houston's done a good job containing Villanova's best player, and it has not mattered this entire game. It hasn't. Edwards, another. Houston's just tipping it out. But you can't do that forever. You can't. Shed completely butchered that layup, and it's rebounded by Villanova. Gillespie has it. He's going to make something at some point. Almost backs up into a corner. Gillespie with a three does not go. Rebounded by Houston. 32-22 Villanova still. 83% chance that Villanova wins, according to the Basketball Power Index. And a charge. A charge on Houston. Carlton with his third foul. And Houston's only starting center is in foul trouble. Gillespie, guarded by Shed. Second Houston foul on Tajay Moore. That'll be his first.
Sorry.
And Kelvin Sampson is not happy. Not happy.
That's making sure you're not getting a rib, or elbow in the ribs tonight.
Just make sure you're not sleeping on your friend's couch.
Well, maybe you can just.
Quick 5-on-4 right now. Houston's going to try for a three-pointer. Doesn't work. Rebounded by Houston. They're going to try for three again, and it finally falls. Houston makes their first three-pointer.
I think so.
Only 7-point lead by Villanova. And Houston is frustrated. You can see it on their face. They're only 10% from three.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, yeah. Well, you get 3 wiles. Good job, Lee.
24,
We got 6.
But I get one more, don't I? Or
Houston is definitely frustrated. It's actually working out in their favor.
I know. Let me see what you have. If you have 2,
And I think that's a TV timeout.
yeah. Just try it.
Yep, TV timeout, 32-25.
What do you get? So get rid of one of your 5s.
Don't you give me
What did you have?
49? You started off with a bang.
The 5 is 25.
46, 50. What I see.
Okay. Is it Sue's deal now?
So Houston with a chance to gain some momentum, possibly take their first lead.
So we get 6 cards.
Noah for the W, I hope, Corenzo.
And 6
I
is
hope.
our wire.
It is cold here too, Armand. Very cold. Still cold here.
Should I never change it?
I live in Michigan right now, but man, it is really cold.
So we went to 3 thrift stores, and the people at the Rainbow House were still very serious. The one lady had really blessed him. She looked like she's gonna go out back and rub.
I'm really hoping that Villanova gets a stop here because I do not want Houston to win. I just don't. But Houston's going to fight until the very end. 15:40 remaining in this game, and Villanova leads by the same as it did at the half.
They're like, well, I don't know. Something, it was 2, there's one they thought it was gonna be.
So,
They're like, well, how much did that cost? And the poor lady,
Whoa.
She had just pulled off all the tags and was just whipping through them. He wanted to know what everything cost. She's like, I don't know. I just pulled off the tags.
Villanova only given a 73.7% chance to win this game, according to the Basketball Power Index. Words of wonder, Michigan here too. Subbed. Thank you. Michigan, my bad. It's really got to suck for a Bama transplant. It's funny. It's 30. It is. Up here, it's even colder. I think. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Share this video around, and yeah, to get these numbers higher. We're at 53 concurrent viewers. It'd be nice to get to 100 on this awesome watch party. Thanks to you guys. It isn't really an uninspiring game. It's like, because, yeah, Villanova's dominated this entire thing, but Houston isn't getting blown out. Houston keeps on fighting. And you can definitely tell by the crowd who has the larger presence. It's Houston. Houston has a big presence in here. And that's an easy shot made by Houston to bring it back within 5. 32-25, Houston on a run of its own.
Despicable. That's how I would put it.
Nope. Missed layup. And Houston with a chance to really make this a run.
I have 3 pairs.
Rebounded by Villanova. Houston missed their own layup opportunity to close it to a 3-point game. You have a great voice for radio. Thank you. That's why I have this channel. It's a big reason why I've also grown the amount I've grown. And an and one. An and one for Villanova. That was an intelligent way to draw the foul. Intelligent way to draw the foul. And that is, it's going to be White's. It's going to be White's third foul. So 2 Houston players are in foul trouble. And a chance to make this an 8-point game for Villanova. That was an intelligent play by Jermaine Samuels, the forward. That was that was just fun to watch. And he makes the free throw to make it an 8-point game, 35-27. Houston no longer has that same hype and frustrated tone. Jamal Shed has it. Villanova 11 of 11. And Houston misses. Wow. Well, Houston missed a 3. Rebounded it. And a reach-in by Gillespie. So that'll be his second, I believe. $10 if you flip over the table behind you for no reason. No. Nah.
Okay, so we're at 7.
But wow. Remember the U. Miami, do you think, speaking of the U, do you think Miami can beat another foul on Villanova? So, do you think that Miami has a chance against Kansas to win? Is my question. Tajay Moore? No, but... Oh, wow, that was a terrible shot by Houston. Houston's getting offensive boards, but they're missing their second chance points, and it's costing them. But can they get a stop? Can they keep themselves in this game? Daniels for 3, misses, but a rebound by Gillespie. And the clock resets. Gillespie with a 3, off the mark, but almost a putback. Almost a putback by Daniels, doesn't go. Jamal Shed has the ball now. 13:30 remaining. Villanova leads by 8. Shed, 3, no. Rebounded by Gillespie.
So you can do 4 and 3?
The U and The Last Dance, best documentaries. Houston 1 of 12. That's a crappy stat.
Yeah.
And a block by Roberts. 70 concurrent viewers. Wow. Nice. 80% chance to win now for Villanova, according to the Basketball Power Index. There's only 13 minutes remaining. Houston with 3 blocks, Villanova with 2. Gillespie, 3 attempt. No, he has not had a good day. Houston with nice defense, but they're down by 8. They need a run. Remember, they have 2 guys with 3 fouls, so there's a little bit of foul trouble surrounding them.
The cards have ridiculous pictures at that time, ridiculous things on there. But really, the whole idea, you get those exploding kitten cards. And if you
Foul
explode,
on Dixon, so free throws coming up. 3 fouls for each team, 12:28 remaining. Third foul on Eric Dixon. He's the only player on Villanova who's in foul trouble. Let's see if he makes both of them. And he misses the first. So Houston, again, free throws are not their friend. They're not their friend. Kyler Edwards is 1 of 8 of field goals. He has only 2 points. And he missed his first free throw. Let's see if he makes his second. He probably will. No, but an offensive rebound by Houston. Again, tall, good rebounding team. Jamal Shed has it. And an easy putback. Houston is just so good at I don't like Houston, so to me it's annoying how good they are at rebounding. They're rebounding, they're physical, but they're not making the shots. Really good defense, too.
I just needed 1 card, and I didn't get the card I needed.
Moore, whoa. 3. Justin Moore with the 3. Villanova they're so good at shooting. They're all marksmen. 9-point lead for Villanova. It's crazy. Like Houston, don't get me wrong, they're playing well on defense. Okay, there's only 6 on the shot clock for Houston.
61. And Baby Pete said 0.
And a shot clock violation on Houston, so a good defensive stand by Villanova. They lead it by 9
Okay. 1-on-1.
at the media timeout.
3, 159. So still a close game.
So,
Your hands get bigger.
wow.
Yeah. But still,
It's safe to say that unless things change, Villanova's going to win in this low-scoring match. Sam Mills, why don't you like Houston? Because I think Kelvin Sampson's, kind of a little... He's sketchy. He's a sketchy head coach. See his NCAA violations at Indiana. And Jay Wright's a pretty solid guy, doing it the right way. He's won 2 national titles. So, yeah.
I was going to say they just read the book. Hands down, they picked it up a year or 2.
She told me she got it with the purchase of the book. Anyway, that was crazy.
Really?
He was in
Oh, not really.
yes. And he used to go game play, get owned the ball.
This is the worst I've ever seen Houston play.
He'd be out of money, and he was into card.
Offensively, they're not playing that. They're not playing well at all offensively. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're just not playing well offensively.
How do you have it?
So, yeah. Just can't do it.
Takes a while, by the way.
Honestly, God gave him a lot of breaks.
Really.
I want to ask God, but maybe I've had this many. I don't know.
Maybe they're just not as obvious with us. breaks.
Yeah, he'll say that in his book. What are the chances? What are the odds that happened? Like, it's almost like he's going through this religious thing.
So do you like the pillow?
Is it my turn?
Yes, yep, I know.
It's like one of those.
Well,
Oh.
But I will use it. It's not bad. I'm gonna have to focus on something.
Wait.
Mr. Clemson in the house. Oh my gosh, there's a guy named Mr. Clemson. That's funny. That's hysterical.
I got light-handed there from the last.
Very good reason.
Why does it happen? I don't
They
know.
playing pitch?
Like,
I don't know.
You may have.
Mr. Clemson. It's a funny name. It's like Mr. Clean, but cheering for a football team instead of advertising for a cleaning company. It's funny.
they also know the
That's funny.
team or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're just like,
Michigan video is also, it's not doing amazing, but it's doing pretty well.
It just goes away.
Can't wait to reply to some of those comments after this game's over.
Just watch, sounds very new agey.
So yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right, chat.
Yeah.
Right now, Villanova leads by 9 with 11:08 left, and they have the ball. Can Houston make a comeback and get a stop? Tell me down below
Like there's actually physical therapy for
if you think they can.
back where you
Gillespie has it. He's being guarded by Shed, and Gillespie has not had a good game, but he stumbles,
many would agree with.
and goaltending.
Wait, but how?
Goaltending. So Villanova leads once again by double digits for the first time since, I think, no, since they led by 10. It's the first time they've led by 11 since the first half. So they didn't get a stop. 40-29 Villanova. Remember, all 60 of you here, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. And an almost easy point, but then a turnover by Houston. Crazy. It was insanity. Nope. That's not going to work. I think that was Dixon. Dixon or Daniels. I get them confused. And that was hit the rim, brick. Jamal Shed wants to shoot the 3, but at the end of the day, he doesn't. And nice defensive play by Villanova. Nice defensive play by Villanova. So, 90% chance Villanova wins this game now, with just under 10 to play, I think. Game seems to be really beginning to slip from Houston. Really beginning to slip. Yeah, 9:50. And almost a turnover. Houston wants the 3, but they'll take the easy points to make it back into a 9-point game. ACC 3 in the Sweet 16. Now you got Miami. You have Duke. Who else is in there? I forget who. And UNC. You have 3 ACC teams in the Elite Eight. ACC is deep. I'd say same with the Big East, the way Providence played Kansas. But then again, Kansas has played a lot of close games. 3 is no good. No good by Villanova. Houston now is the ball. They're only down by 9. Jamal Shed tries to drive, draws the foul. 9 minutes remaining, and Justin Moore is fouled. Nova is getting closer to the Final Four. We'll see if they can finish and make it. We will see. We'll see. I'm curious to see if. No, Houston again missing one of their free throws. Jamal Shed misses his first. Wow. And Jamal Shed has only had 4 points tonight. Villanova's defense is playing lights out. And so is Houston's. It's just Villanova has the better offense. And Shed nails his second free throw to make it an 8-point game. Exactly 9 minutes remaining. Houston is 324th in the country in free throw shooting. Villanova's first. And that has, like, you look at the free throws made, it's basically decided this game as Villanova's better free throws. Jumper, no good. So Villanova now with a little drought, and Houston with a chance to make this into something. It goes. 40-34. Houston is back within 6. And Houston is trying to get hyped.
Yeah, 25, right?
No, Justin Moore, that was a bad shot by Villanova. Very bad shot. It's only 8 minutes remaining, but Houston can make this a one-score game if they hit a 3 here. Which I really do not want. Come on, Villanova.
37 and 20.
And a charge.
60-something.
Charge. Wow. That just... Those kill your momentum. Can't have that. And I forget who number 11 is. I forget if it's Carlton or... No, Carlton is... Is that White? No. It's one of the guards. Wow, you offensive fouls kill you. It just kill you. It stinks. Yeah. It was a Kyler Edwards, which is his first. Big Ten is a good basketball league. Not a great basketball league like the media says. I agree. Well, I mean, they're so overrated. The Big Ten is. It's insane in basketball. They're insanely overrated.
He's down at the other end of the park. He's over at Ryan. I don't know. Did Ryan move out? I think Ryan lives the same way.
Nine. Oh.
SEC is more overrated, I agree. Michigan beating Tennessee shows that the SEC is more overrated. If 3 ACC teams get in the Final Four, oh my, I would lose my mind. That means there's no more 1 seeds in the. That means there's no 1 seeds in the Final Four, which is crazy. It'd mess everyone's brackets up. SEC is a total football league. They're not a basketball league. Proven fact. Proven fact.
Oh, Kim let us know how Winston was doing. I was feeling guilty because I hadn't checked him. It's been so nice. I swear I say Winston like 1,000 times. Winston down. Winston. Aw. There's Winsty. It's dirty that Winsty.
Well, I wouldn't say overrated. They just shut down on the tourney. Ahmed Mangum, yeah. 3 ACC teams getting in would make me lose my mind. Absolutely lose my mind. Gosh. The media hypes them up to be gods. It's true. Big Ten and SEC are the top 2 teams in football. The media likes to act that they're that way in basketball. It's not facts whatsoever. Not facts.
You can shuffle your cards around, you can change. According to what you draw, you can shuffle things around and change them.
It's Colin Gillespie's dad that they're showcasing. I had AZ beating Duke. Oh, poor you. Duke's in, and Arizona's just sitting at home wondering why they lost to this Houston team. Daniels' amazing layup to make it back into an 8-point game with only 7:30 left. Villanova 42, Houston 34. Can Villanova once again do what they've done all game. Houston, goes on a run, then they get some stops. Houston is just elite at rebounding. Jamal Shed gets it. Back to a 6-point game. 7 minutes remaining. So Houston now getting closer and closer. But we'll see what they can do. Trip to the Final Four on the line for these teams.
Used to buy the cricket so mad because they cook like this, like home cooked meal. Because it's everything: meat, potatoes, vegetable, bread, butter, side or something like that. And inevitably, Mom would ask for one of the six. Like if I had applesauce and
Jump ball.
do we have any crunch?
Wow.
She said, "Don't we have any applesauce?" You have to pick a big
Nice defensive play by Houston. Wow. So Houston now can once again make this into a single score game. Wow. Houston fighting. Come on, Villanova. I'm openly cheering for Villanova here. Openly. But now Houston once again has to go to the free throw line. Villanova picked up a foul there. But Houston has to go to the free throw line again. So we'll see what they can do. They're one of the worst free throw shooting teams. We'll see. Come on, miss both of them. But he's not going to. They're not that. This is college. Not going to miss both of them. I threw 300 on Villanova Houston under in the game. That's smart. Calipari is a snake oil salesman. Yup. And he makes both of them. So it's a 4-point game. This is Houston. The closest Houston has been. 9-2 run. And you can just hear that crowd. Come on, Villanova. Do something. Their defense is just so good. Wow. Gillespie. Another offensive rebound. 3. No. Houston's defense is just so good. It's irritating. Villanova's not even trying to go up. Jamal Shed has it. Houston at this point can really begin to show that they can win. Well, 42-40 Houston. Houston's on a phenomenal run. Come on, Villanova. And a timeout by Jay Wright. Oh, come on. No one wants to see Houston win. Come on. Well, I'd hate to see Houston win, but oh well. It's just basketball. Time for me to eat a little bit. Only 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game.
I mean, they never had like an image.
Right.
At the end, it always had money in it. It doesn't have like,
None of that. It's just
you
a
know,
thought.
yeah.
That's true.
Because that's what I always hated about GM. For 10, right?
Yeah.
Is that you could never just have an image added. Always had to have, and come down and get it for $2.19 a month.
The sales pitch.
Yeah.
The dealership.
Yeah. And actually,
Zags Wheat Conference. Oh, you can hear the crab commercial. That's funny. I don't like the crab commercial. Well, either. Not the worst commercial in the world, though.
What is there a problem?
You better be careful.
not allowed to count because you guys, I'm worried about getting punched in the
We're
face.
at 8. Now we're at 9.
This is not.
Casey, I don't get the crab commercial. I don't either.
No.
Wait, this is
We're
10.
only, oh yeah, we're at 10.
You streaming any games tomorrow, Sam? I'll be streaming the St. Peter's UNC game.
He had 7 points.
It's 59.
That's funny.
I'll be watching from Franklin Street tomorrow. Nice.
9 is not.
No, 10's less.
Nice. I really don't want Houston. Come on. I don't want to see Houston win. But Houston's now has a significant rebound advantage over Villanova. It's just Houston's just so tall and physical. Never go away.
He can give an honest analysis.
What do you Because Houston's coached by someone who shouldn't, like, even be coaching. Houston's never lost in the Elite Eight. That's insane. They've had an 11-2 run. Come on, Villanova. Come on. Don't be scared of Houston's, quote, defense. Gillespie, perfect. Clutch jumper, 44-40, Villanova. I missed that you were streaming the St. Peter's game. I will be, but that game's tomorrow. Jamal Shed driving in. Edwards shoves a guy. No, rebounded by Villanova. Gillespie now has the ball. 4:34 remaining. What's the foul line? Villanova has 5 fouls. Houston has 4. But Houston, I think Houston is 2 guys with 3 fouls. Villanova only has 1.
How much time? I like our
Shot clock violation on Villanova. Wow. But 44-40. Houston's defense is... That was a bad shot clock violation call. Turnovers this half have been relatively equal. The time is 5... I think it's 5:15 tomorrow.
yes.
Shed. 3. No. Rebounded by Villanova. And it's... Houston just can't nail it from 3. They're 1 of 14 from 3. That's terrible. It's horrible. Horrible. We almost have 90 concurrent viewers, by far the highest so far. Daniels' jumper does not go, but rebounded by Villanova. 3:22 remaining. Gillespie is just trying to slow it down, which I don't necessarily understand. He's also just trying to pass it back. 6 seconds left. And a foul. Foul called on Houston. That was perfectly drawn. That is going to be, I think, White's 4th foul. 4th, yup. That's going to be Carleton's 4th foul. Going to watch college baseball? Nah, I'm not even interested in baseball. So no, I'm not going to watch college baseball, to be honest with you. I'm not going to. But wow. Wish these were on CBS. I wish I was on CBS so I could get some, like better setup and better help. But maybe that'll come in due time. But for now, I'm far too small. Nova, that hurt. Oh, that foul definitely hurt because Houston still had the momentum. And now, it's actually foul on Jawan Roberts, not on Carlton. So no one has 4 fouls yet. But Villanova now gets to go to get 2 shots. They're likely going to get 1. So I'm assuming at least a 5-point lead, maybe 6. And it's only 3 minutes remaining. So yeah. .308 remaining. So both teams now have 5 fouls. Villanova only has 2 timeouts. Houston has 3. So these final 3 minutes will be, long. Long, probably an understatement. Our tax dollars support schools. Where's the free TV? Benjamin Cooper, I think Villanova will still win. Watching South Park in your stream, Sam. That's a compliment. Thank you. Almost exactly 100 viewers. Y'all better stay around, because these final 3 minutes are going to be intense. They're gonna be intense. JC, I'm out of Michigan, is where I'm out of. Slow it down for us underbetters. That's funny. That's funny. Wow. All right. Nova gets free throws. Both teams have 5 fouls. Villanova only leads by 4. They're likely going to lead by 5 or 6, knowing how good they are at shooting free throws. Let's get this video, the last time I'm going to say this, let's get this up to 50 likes. Again, 50. 50 likes. Only at 28 now. And subscribe if you haven't already. And now, it's going to be the last time I'm saying this because this 3:08 stretch is going to be tough. Villanova gets their first free throw. 45-40. Justin Moore made the free throw. Will he make his second? He does. It's a 6-point lead again for Villanova. Jamal Shed has it. Shed has it again. Passes it to Edwards, who tries to go for 3. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Villanova. Only 2:54 remaining. I got you, bro. I made 25. Nice, James. Thank you. Can Houston get a stop? If they don't get a stop here, it's going to be very hard. Samuels nearly gives it away. Passes it back. Gillespie drives and turns it over. Bad play by Gillespie. Moore, 3-pointer, does not go. Houston cannot find 3 today. I think they're 1 of 16 from 3. That's wow. That's stunning. I saw Jack on another game site once. Huh. That's okay. How does Houston go 1 of 15? It's called Villanova A's playing really good defense. Wow, Houston fouled. 1:56 remaining, and Houston, Kelvin Sampson decide, we're going to push you, and foul. Wow. That, I think, officially is Fabian White's 4th foul. His 4th. 1:48. The clock is Villanova's friend.
Is that into Jack as well?
Yes.
Yes, Jack as well.
Wow. That was a fantastic play by Roberts. What a block. Duke versus Villanova in the championship game. Totally possible. Show the TV. I'd get demonetized and, get copyrighted. I got Vil for this one. Yes, Dr. Susan. Your alma mater is Villanova. Well, I agree with you. Go Nova. No. Shot does not go. Houston now. 1:30 remaining. They need something. Jamal Shed drives. Easy. 46-42 Villanova. Timeout by Houston. Oh, this is going to be a painful series, I think. Timeout by Houston. Are you doing the other game? I'm not, Doc McCoy. I'm going to be eating and doing some other stuff after this. Villanova's now given an 85.3% chance to win.
Oh, mine are like. And I'm the person that doesn't have it.
Gillespie's only had 4 points. He's only made one field. That's crazy. 122 total remaining, and Villanova leads by 4. This would have to be a choke job of biblical proportions for Villanova to lose. Wow. 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 Can't believe it. Not doing Duke? Alright then. Yeah. I'm not doing Duke. I have other things to do. Like college work and stuff. Mainly college work. 100 plus views, I know. 110 plus now, actually, which is amazing. My champion, Alesha. My champion, Kansas or Villanova is who I think wins it all.
Supplies!
Move over.
I think Villanova will outcoach Bill Self. I can't stand Bill Self. I don't know. Well, Houston's now going to decide to full court press. Gillespie has it. Gillespie's being, very much contained. It's insane. Samuel's layup. 48-42 with a minute remaining. That was huge. Jamal Shed. Foul on the floor. 59 seconds exactly remaining. Yep, if they lose, that's what killed Houston tonight was 3-point shots. I have Villanova in my bracket, but the only one in the final 4 remaining 2. Ouch. Foul on Gillespie, which will send Houston to, I think, the free throw line. Reality check. 48-point performance is not great. Oh, I agree. Their defensive performance has been phenomenal, however. Phenomenal. I mean, Houston normally scores like 70-something points. They actually score more per game than Villanova does. Great coach. Don't like him, though. Who, for Houston or for Villanova? And Houston gets both their free throws. 2-possession game. $55 seconds remaining. I'm sorry, I can't see, but please tell me the score. It's 48-44. 48-44 is the score. Moore drives, but he has Roberts on him, so it's going to be hard. He slips. And it's going to be Houston ball. Turnover. Ouch. That hurts. Wow. Coach K is going to lose tonight. You think so, Casey? Hummus Hero. This is a low-scoring game. Hey. Goodbye. How does a solid Houston team go 1 of 17 on 3-point? Again, Villanova's great defense, and Houston, again, they're not... I don't know. Well, Villanova player's injured. That sucks. Sucks if you're a Nova fan. And Houston... Wow. He couldn't finish from a layup. Moore had an easy layup. Missed. That's hysterical. That's funny. Their 3-point shooting was hot doo-doo this game. Yeah. And honestly, Villanova did not play their best game either. Villanova this game was not a very tough team. They weren't.
But you can go into Sam's and get that half gallon for $19.95 and get the Maker's Mark for $54.
Gillespie makes his first free throw. 49-44. Villanova could set a record for the highest free throw shooting percentage in history. Gillespie makes his second. It is a 6-point game. If you are Houston, timeout. Let's go Nova. Nova. Yep, I love it when people hate on Duke. Red Mamba, shock the world, Houston. They're not. I think it's almost too late for them to shock the world now. Almost too late. Okay, I'm going to eat just a little bit during the Kelvin Sampson timeout.
I don't buy it because the Kentucky, the Canadian list is way better for 27 bucks instead of 43 bucks. I got some downstairs. I don't know what to do.
Nova going all the way. Very possible.
Is Crown Royal, $27 a half. That's pretty easy.
Houston's 1 of 18 or 1 of 19 from 3. Wow. Their 3-point shooting is abysmal. Abysmal. Disgusting. Yeah, they're 1 of 19. 1. Wow. Yeah, Villanova, fantastic defensive game. This game is effectively over. I think UNC might win it all. They're really hot and they're super talented. Yup. Global G Empire. I can't lie, you're the only Michigan fan I like. What are you? I'm assuming you're an Ohio State fan.
Another wild.
12.8 seconds remaining. Wow, it's crazy. Villanova. Go Villanova. Villanova's given a 99% chance to win this game.
Double hatchet. I worked hard for that one.
Yep, no problem. Have a good night, y'all. I'm bringing a few friends tomorrow, Sam. It'll be good. It'll be good. It will be good.
84.
Feelings on Juwan Howard. He's an above average, maybe good coach who just has some. He just has some character issues. No problem, Jack. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to be on here until this official review is declared because it might not be over. They confirm that it is Villanova ball, and they add a second to the clock. So let's see what happens here. If Villanova makes just one free throw, it's effectively over.
Just keep chatting. Just keep chatting. You'll be okay.
Turnover. Villanova turns it over with only a second remaining. Still. Oh, what? They'll review that. They'll review that. He might have.
Somebody asked you about your feelings on Juwan Howard, Sam.
We all have our moments. Word to the wise, don't eat and smack the food. Why do you only say this now? And I was hungry. So. You're great and your streams are great too. Thank you. No, 3 doesn't go. Just don't foul. And Villanova wins. Y'all have a great day. Villanova's going to the Final Four. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.